Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Look who we got here, LR, Gohan, and Goten. So they got their EZA. Now, I've been saying this for the past, I don't know, couple of months. As soon as I saw the details for LR Vegeta Blue and LR Gogeta Blue, I was like, okay, enough. They're clearly treating Dokkan Fest LRs differently. And I think at a glance, this character's details perhaps might have looked a little bit underwhelming, for sure. But do I think that this character is actually underwhelming? No, they're not. This is not a character that's going to be able to tank the biggest boss super attacks, of course, right? Like, Final Form Cooler 99% of the time. Like, you know, Ultimate Gohan 99% of the time. LR Ultimate / Beast Gohan. But this character will be able to put out a lot of damage. Now, I think that this character will have a pretty significant weakness a lot of times, and that is Ki, right? Like, literally, just look at, you know, we just hopped in. There's, I think, 2 strong teams that I would like to use Gohan and Goten on. And probably during their World Tour, we'll be jumping back and forth between them. There's the 8th anniversary, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, their team. And then there is also Dokkan Fest God Goku's team. Those are 2 very powerful teams that Gohan and Goten have a 200% leader skill on. Now, we have 2 Rainbow Orb Changers. I think Rainbow Orb Changers will be crucial and essential to Gohan and Goten, but Rainbow Orb Changers are just one of the strongest things you could do in the game right now. That's why, again, LR Bulma is just so busted. But Gohan and Goten potentially can struggle for Ki a lot. I mean, look at what we've got going on right here. We have 3 unbelievable Ki-hungry LRs that we're rocking right here. I'm really not too sure how I want to play this either. I mean, I think that we're just pretty much going to get cooked. I could run one of the 8th anniversary LRs in slot 1. Yeah, wow, we're actually just going to be shy of getting a super pretty much. Oh, why did it? Okay, whatever. Okay, so we'll do that. They'll be able to get their full 24 Ki. So real quick, link set here. We have All in the Family, Super Saiyan. We have Golden Warrior, Kamehameha, Blazing Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power, right? So the only key link they have is Golden Warrior. And their key mechanic is essentially 2 separate ways. They get an additional 1 key per type key sphere obtained, which is definitely pretty good. And then they also get 1 key and 10% attack and defense with each attack performed up to a max of 5 key and 100% attack and defense. So opening rotations, I think, unless we get like a perfect opener, which we did not, I think Ki is oftentimes going to be tricky for this character. Now, Gohan and Goten, they also need to be on rotation with a Goku, which is not tough because both of the 8th anniversary LRs count. Spirit Palm Absorb Goku, Tech Carnival Goku, God Goku, right? You go on and on and on. The one, like, major Goku I'd want to rock with them that doesn't actually activate their ability is Path to Power Kid Goku. Because remember, you know, youth doesn't work. See, look, terrible. Look at the awful rotation. They still look pretty good right there. Yeah, as in quad super turn 1, right? Like, sheesh. Okay. They're interesting. Now, every super attack they do, they're getting 50% attack and 30% defense for all of their super attack effects. I think that they are balanced fine, sort of like with their key issues. I don't really think that their key issues are a big problem. It's just a downside to them, right? Because now when you look at the way this character is designed, they're going to be pumping out a lot of supers. They're going to be doing a lot of damage, right? It's like, Dokkan, they don't just drop like, I mean, I guess besides Bulma right here, they don't just drop perfect characters. LR Bulma and Orange Piccolo are like the only 2 who I would say like they're just like perfect, right? Even the 8th anniversary Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, right? Like you're not putting them slot 1, turn 1. Whereas Bulma and Orange Piccolo could potentially do that. All right, let's keep Bulma on this rotation, right? So we'll go ahead and get her support right there. Bam. So that will go ahead and trigger for us. And then now Gohan and Goten are going to have the support on the next rotation, which is going to be very good. Just going to be whatever we can for you as well. I think we probably should kill this second form cell right here. 8th anniversary LRs do way too much damage. So that was a pretty good opening turn, right? Gohan and Goten quad supering immediately. The way Gohan and Goten work, they have an additional that's a high chance to be a super. Then, with a Goku on a rotation, they get 59% attack and defense, and an additional that has a high chance to super. And then they could also do the hidden potential system additional, right? Which, basically, the hidden potential system additional is a high chance to super. That's the way it works. It's a 50-50 on if it's going to be a super attack or a normal. So, Gohan and Goten, you'll do your first super, and then, you know, it's 50% chance, 50% chance, 50% chance to get your additional supers with them. Now, I didn't really show the build I went with this character. I know everyone is waiting to see the 30 dodge and stuff like that. And on many characters, of course, we're spamming dodge. We're giving characters a lot of dodge. We're doing that. But for Gohan and Goten, I actually went a full offensive build. This is a character like Final Form Cooler, where it's like I just feel like we want to rock as much power as possible for them. Them critting and additionaling and stuff like that. So what we've got going on right here, I actually gave them 20 additional and 20 crit. Now, this character very likely for Global is going to come out after, I mean, this character might come out in like October for Global, probably, with Turles. I don't think they would split it up, but that's good, because my point with that is my bronze equip right here is a power, remember the Power of Wishes equip event that drops during the anniversary is very, very good. Now, I saw the value in this character, so I actually gave them some premium gold and silver equips I have, as you guys can see. I did not give them Power Wishes equips for their gold and silver, because if I'm going to use this character, I really want them additionaling and critting and super attacking as much as possible. I mean, we got their hidden potential system additional turn 1. I wasn't really keeping track of how many crits they were doing, but they definitely did a lot of damage, right? So they're at 416k defense right here. Remember, every super attack they do gives them 30%. They do look they're an intriguing character, and we're gonna get way more damage on this rotation, because now we're at 24 key, and we got Bulma support. Now things are gonna get a little bit real filthy nasty. This is a very strong rotation. So, all right, let's see what Gohan and Goten are going to do. If we're going to run... Oh, cool, we're going to get the Carnival Goku counter. We have All in the Family activated from this guy. I mean, this legendary busted character right here. This is also a team where... Remember, they could still drop top-tier characters. Like, you know... So, we just got this Carnival Goku, and then we also got the Dokkan Fest 23rd World Tournament Goku. 23rd World Tournament Goku's not on this team, though, right? So, like, we're going to be able to just go ahead and rock Gohan and Goten. 16 mil they do. Showcasing them in some fights actually potentially could be a little bit tricky because of how hard... you guys see the damage they're doing, right? Like, it's just... They're just wiping everything away. They're gonna hit very hard. Yeah, they're strong, guys. Like, I actually want to... They feel like better Cooler to me. Am I crazy? Are they just better Cooler? I want to say they feel better than Cooler to me. I mean, Cooler... Listen, I love Cooler. I've always been a Cooler Dick Rider since day one. You go back in time. We got his info, and I saw, oh, that boy's good. He's good. Right? Like, I was not deceived into, oh, we'll see him in game. Nope, he is good. Gohan and Goten, I don't know. Like, they're just coming out very explosive. This is a pretty juiced team, I guess. I mean, I guess, but, like, I don't know. Like, do we think that is someone gonna say that I'm not, like, oh, I mean, this is just a juice setup that's not realistic? Like, are we gonna say that? For the team full of 8th anniversary LRs and shit? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of think Gohan and Goten are pretty good. Damn, I mean, we're definitely going to get a rotation. So far, it hasn't happened, but we're going to get a turn where Gohan and Goten, you know, super 16 million, awesome, WW, and then normal, right? Like, that's going to happen. That happens to me all the time with these types of characters. The other thing, this team is going to have issues. Like a build like this is going to have major issues. It's too fast. At a certain point, the team is actually way too fast to where it's going to be, you're so fast, it's a detriment to the team. Right, and I definitely think this team is probably at that point. Okay. So, wow, they're a 500k with all their stats. Like, it's not that tough for them to break 1,000,000 defense, huh? I'm leaning towards they just feel like a stronger cooler. I'm like they're a very similar character, but that's kind of what I'm getting from them. Stronger cooler. All right, just give me the most amount of key we can get. Is that right there? That gets us to 23 key. Okay. Well, I mean, even with a Rainbow Orb Changer, we were still a key shy. I mean, I guess that's good to see, right? Like, it's like they're not just, oh my god. This is perfect, because at a glance, again, they're looking like they might be just straight up stronger Final Form cooler to me. Let's see what this turn looks like. At 24 key, they get an extra 59% attack, right? I believe it is a multiplicative buff, too, I believe. So it's like this attack that they're missing out on right here is, you know, it is a lot. But, I mean, they're still doing 14 million. The thing is that Cooler has more additionals, but he has less chance to super with a lot of them. The first one he gets is, dude, every turn we're getting all the 50% rolls in our favor. There's the hidden potential system additional. This is double digits. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good. I don't know if we really need to keep going too much longer, do we? Like, yeah, they're busted. You know, we'll go into, like, the World Tour and kind of, you know, see how things are going to look in the World Tour, but, well, it's looking a little interesting. Looks like this is done. I'm going to cut. We should get their active skill in here. In order to do their active skill, HP needs to be 59% or less facing one enemy. Bro, like, I'm just trying to think in my head, like, where are we gonna, like, build this character up, right? Like, is there a fight? I mean, we did have them fully built up, I guess, towards the end here, but every fight, I think, is gonna sort of work like this, where it's just like, boom, boom, boss dead, boss dead, boss dead, boss dead, boss dead, every single turn, right? Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try and just get the active skill in, and then we'll probably finish up. I mean, we saw what they look like here. Just, all right, you know, 16 million into 10, into 10. Like, it's like, I always prefer, you know, defensive mechanics and support and stuff like that. But you do have to understand, at a certain point, you are doing so much damage that it does kind of negate a little bit. It's like, if there's a character that you could put in slot 1, which, you know, we have EJL Carnival Goku. We also have LR Bulma, who can go slot 1 for this character. And again, we run Dokkan Fescad Goku team. We have a lot of characters that could go slot 1. And it's just, I mean, it's just decimation. So far, they're looking pretty impressive, I'd say. Pretty impressive. All right, guys, I'm just kind of in another rotation. I want to get our thing, the thingy-mabobber, the active. I just want to get the active in the video as well. So we have a pretty good turn 1 right here. Look, we can get a lot of orbs, and they're still going to be at 23 keys. So, again, it's, I mean, I don't know if I'd use the word balance with this character per se, considering it's like, oh, we got 23 key instead of 24. Oh, well, damn, they're only doing 12 million turn 1 instead of 16 million or whatever. What is it going to be? I'm actually, let me see what this turn 1 looks like right here. And then after this, we will cut and we'll get the active skill. But yeah, it looks like Dokkan Fest LR EZAs. You can anticipate that they are very stupid. It doesn't seem like they really hold back with these characters. And you can point out the 3rd and 4th anniversary LRs and say that maybe they're a bit iffy holding up, but they were not the day they came out. You have to remember, it's a completely different environment. Like, that 7th anniversary environment was completely different back then. So, okay, cool. Again, we'll come back, we'll get the active skill in, and we're done. But yeah, I mean, right now, my take on this Gohan and Goten is they're slightly better, cooler. Alright, so we'll be able to pop Gohan and Goten's active right here. It's not anything super special. I mean, it's going to give us damage, stuff like that. Actually, if I get these orbs, is Bulma going to heal us too much so we can't still do the active? Let's see. She did. Okay, damn it. Alright, I'll be right back. Come on, Bulma, no! Alright, so we won't be able to juice it up with Bulma support, but I mean, it's not really a big deal. Fine, it's whatever, right? All right, so Gohan and Goten. So they'll massively raise attack temporarily, ultimate damage to the enemy. We could do this if our HP is 59% or less, facing one enemy from the third turn on. Condition isn't really too bad. The active skill isn't... I mean, it's not going to be too crazy, but... I mean, maybe that's not true. It probably will do a lot of damage. It depends, right? So, Gohan and Goten, they need to do the up to 10 attacks to fully build up. Remember that the active skill will count as one of those attacks, by the way, to build them up. But if you're fully built up, like, if you're able to get this towards the end of maybe, like, the 8th anniversary Sin Shenron fight or something like that, it's going to get ridiculous, I think, how much damage they potentially could do. So maybe it will be super busted. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna do a lot of videos with them. We'll see if this active can come into play and how hard it's gonna hit. Let's go ahead and pop this. Yeah, that looks like that's a lot of damage. I mean, we did not have Bulma's support up, and they're not fully built up. So, I mean, they're probably going to get hit. They're going to hit really hard. If you're built up, you got support and stuff like that, they're going to hit really hard with that active. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to do that much, but it's going to hit really goddamn hard. Now, keep in mind that when you do their active, it's going to activate that last part of their passive, right? So they're going to get that 59% attack buff for the turn, regardless if you get to 24 key or not from that point, right? So, like, right here, I guess we'll just rock Bulma until I win again. So we'll go ahead and do this, and even if we're not going to get to 24 key, which we're not going to get to, we are still going to have that big attack buff. So we might as well let this rotation play out right here. And then we'll finish up and we'll go into the characters' details. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think of them. Again, they're kind of like, they do feel like super class Cooler to me. Like, that's not that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this character. And Cooler is still very good, right? Like, Cooler, I do not think Cooler has fallen off. I still think he's very powerful. All right, let's see what we get right here. And they're at 12.9. It's just, you know, there's going to be RNG, right? Again, they could super and then normal, right? Which would be bad, but, I mean, they just hit so goddamn hard. It's pretty crazy how hard they hit. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we'll get one more funny rotation in right here. Why not, right? Why wouldn't we do this? So, we're pretty deep. They're going to be able to get the 24 key, which means they're going to be at big boy damage. Now, they're not fully built up, right? I do not believe that they are fully built up right here, but we got a lot of links active. They're looking pretty good. Yeah, Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku. You know, this is the good thing about Dokkan not jumping forward in, like, power creep. Because it's like, you know, Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku got his EZA during the 8th anniversary, and it's like things have not changed since he's come out. So it's like now, like, these characters, it's like, oh, like, this character needed this type of partner to allow them to perform better, and, like, that character can then drop, but, like, some huge power creep has not happened, right? 17 million right there, okay. And then remember, we could do 3 more, and they could quad crit. Okay, there's a normal, okay. Another normal. Yeah, this can happen sometimes. And another normal. Okay. I'm glad we did get that in here as well, right? And then we 3 dodged at the end. I love that. That is a turn that can happen, right? Super into normal. And every one of their additionals, it's a 50% chance to super, right? But, yeah, not bad. I actually really like this Gohan and Goten. I think they're pretty impressive. Alright, guys. This is Miracle Calling Clash. Super Saiyan Gohan Teen and Super Saiyan Goten Kid. Their leader skill is Sibling Bond, category key 4 and 170% of stats. And Goku Family, category key 3 and 170% of stats. Really strong, actually. Yeah, not bad at all. Their super attack is the Brotherhood Kamehameha, 12 key super attack, which greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn and does colossal damage. So that's a 50% attack buff for 1 turn and a 30% defensive buff for 1 turn. Then their 18 key super attack is also Brotherhood Kamehameha, which gives them 50% attack for 1 turn, 30% defense for 1 turn, and mega colossal damage to the enemy. Their passive skill, yeah, I've always loved this. Super duper miraculous technique. That is such a... That's like the Japanese title to all these movies. You go look, it's like the movie is called like Cooler's Revenge. And then the Japanese title is like mega powerful ridiculous shit in the universe, right? Like that's how all the Japanese DBZ movie titles are. It's, oh my god, 50 billion warriors. Shit is real. That's the way those titles are. But yeah, their passive is super duper miraculous technique. 158% attack and defense at the start of turn. That is a massive increase. They were just at 58% prior to their EZA, right? Then they get a guaranteed additional that has a high chance of being a super. That's the way you like it. Always with the guaranteed additional, which means you're going to get your hidden potential system to proc much more often. So we have that additional, the high chance to be a super. They get an additional 1 key per type key sphere obtained. That is huge for this character, right? I would have preferred if it was just +1 per all orbs. They would be at that, it would make a big difference, but even +1 from type key spheres is pretty handy. Then their buildup is actually exactly the same. 1 key and 10% attack and defense with each attack performed, up to a max of 5 key and 100% attack and defense. Then they get an additional 59% attack and defense, and another additional that has a high chance of being a super if your team has a Goku in the same turn, right? Not really too tough. One thing to keep in mind with that, though, is, you know, it's Goku except Goku Youth, Captain Ginyu, or Goku Jr. Goku Youth, Path to Power Kid Goku, is actually one of the #1 partners you probably could get for this character with the Rainbow Orb changing, and then the crit and damage reduction support. He also is going to link fairly well with this Gohan and Goten, right? So that is important to keep in mind, is that Path to Power Kid Goku, while he's a great friend of this Gohan and Goten, he does not activate that part of their passive, right? And then finally, they get 59% attack when activating their active skill or when key is 24. And then finally, they disable Rampage, which is just something for the Broly Dokkan event. They have an active skill, the Family Kamehameha, which massively raises attack temporarily and does ultimate damage to the enemy. You could do this when HP is 59% or less and facing only one enemy, starting from the 3rd turn. Not really a bad condition. All the biggest fights right now are against one enemy. Turn 3 is not going to be tough. And then just, it's essentially, in these tough fights, you just fall below 59% HP and you'll have it, right? Like, you know, I guess you could get it turn 1 or 2, but like this condition is not bad. You will see this very often in these tough fights, right? And I do think we're going to get more red zone fights, maybe for Worldwide Download Celebration, maybe for Tanabata. We're going to see these fights coming up. Their link set is All in the Family, Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Kamehameha, Blazing Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. 12 key multiplier, 150%, 24 key multiplier, 200% normal numbers. And they are on quite a few category teams here. Sibling Bond, of course, which mysteriously has never really gotten another leader besides Gohan and Goten. I would like one of these 200% leaders to have a leader skill for them. That would be nice. Or I would like one of these 200% leaders to have a Sibling Bond leader skill. They're also another goddamn movie hero buff, right? This is a pretty strong character at the movie hero because, you know, we did not use him with that character in this video, but Carnival Goku is, you know, one of their best friends, the Tech Carnival Goku. Then they're also over here on the Hybrid Saiyan team, another buff for hybrids. Although a lot of the Hybrid Saiyan characters have portions of their passive that need to be activated from non-hybrid characters. Seems like Dokkan is just tired of the Hybrid Saiyan shenanigans throughout the years. I mean, hybrids so often throughout the game's history has been the best team in the game or one of the best teams in the game. Not a lot of people are going to remember this, but when summonable LRs were first a thing, you know, like the first 3 of the first, 4 LRs, something like that, were hybrid. Like, it was crazy, right? You had LR Trunks, LR Gohan, and then LR Trunks and Goten all on the same team. It was nuts. Then, of course, wrong one. They're also on the Majin Buu Saga team. They shouldn't be, but them being on this allows them to get under the 200% leader skill of Vegeta and Goku, which is good. They're also, of course, on the Goku family team, another big-time team for them. They're a huge buff for the Goku family team, for sure. Then they're also on Join Forces. Okay, another buff for Join Forces. We'll take that. They're also over on the Full Power team. I would love buffs for Full Power. I'm not mad at that at all. That's awesome. They're also over here on the Super Saiyan category team. So Super Saiyans gets another strong character. That's good. Then they're also over here on the Kamehameha category. We'll definitely take that. Cool, cool, cool. Then over here, they're on the Bond of Parent and Child team. Another very, very strong category team. They're also over here on the Earthbred Fighter team. This is probably the best team in the game. Probably. I would probably lean towards that, yeah. And then finally, they're on Power of Wishes. And look at that boy at the top, Dr. Wheelo, now in the game. Isn't that not just insane? But, yeah, there we go. There's EZA, LR, Gohan, and Goten. They're pretty stupid. Pretty goddamn stupid.